Hello, my name is Ashley Matheny. This is my special occasion speech for Communications 110 with Russell Real. This is my audience. Today I'm going to talk about an event that had happened in my life that I truly feel was one of the most important days of my life. It was something that I'll never forget, so I'd like to share it with you. It was May 3rd, 2012, about 7:30 at night. I remember sitting in the in the living room, and all of a sudden I heard my name being called. And here it was my wife in the bathroom, and she goes, "My water just broke." And I'm like, "You're kidding me, right?" No, her water just broke. 5 weeks early. I was freaking out, running around the house. I didn't know what to do. This was all new to me, never happened. So I called my mom, pretty much in a panic. I was like, "You need to get here, da da da." It was pretty amusing, I'm sure, now that I think about it. But my mom had come to town, and she had brought my dad with because we had our son as well. So my dad had to take my son to watch him. So we got all packed up because we weren't ready. This was 5 weeks before it was even supposed to happen. I didn't have no car seat in the car. I didn't have bags packed. So anyways, got that done probably in about 10 minutes. Drove to Fargo, which from Lisbon is about an hour 15 minutes. My wife wasn't, of course, having no contractions or nothing. It was just something unexpected. It just happened really fast. So it was a peaceful ride. We got to talk. We knew, we talked about what was going to be happening. And my nerves calmed down a little bit. We were all good. Pulled into Fargo. Funny thing, we had to stop at McDonald's, got some food. I guess this is going to be a long night, so let's, we'll fill up now. And then we got to Fargo about, I'd say, about 10:30, 11 when we got there. And the main doors of the hospital were closed. They were locked. So where we parked, we had to walk to the emergency room exit, which is probably a good half mile, I would want to say. As Amanda's waddling because of course, her water broke, so she's sitting here with water dripping down her legs. Anyway, it was pretty funny at the time. We get up to the 4th floor where the birthing center was, and we had a nurse come up to us. They knew we were coming. And she's like, "Well, let me take you to the triage room, make sure this is what it is, make sure you're ready." And Amanda goes, "Look at my feet." Nurse looks down at her feet and sees water everywhere. She had her sandals were soaked, her pants were soaked. She goes, "Yep, pretty sure we're going to get you in the room right now." So within that time, we got into the room, I want to say 10 minutes, we got a room. And as we got all settled in, it was probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock. And they're talking, she doesn't have contractions, so we had to, of course, move this process along because once your water breaks, they say 24 hours to get the baby out, so it's not dangerous. And we're gonna do sir. So they started the Pitocin probably around, I want to say it was 2:30 in the morning. They started the Pitocin. So they're like, "You guys want to probably get some rest, take a nap, before this is all going to go down." Amanda laid down and she fell asleep, which was good. My mom and I, wide awake, could not sleep. I was like, "Yeah, this is not happening. We need to do something." I'm walking around pacing, we need to get out of the room so Amanda can sleep. Anyways, we walked around the hospital, went down, got some more food, got some drinks. And then, we got back. Amanda had woken up probably within the next 20 minutes after we got there. And this was going on 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm saying. So we're like, we need to do something to speed this process up. We need to put her in the hot tub. We even tried doing the big bouncy ball thing. Anyway, she didn't want to do that. I understand why. I want to say she started feeling the contractions. It came to about 5 o'clock around there. And they started coming on pretty hard for her. We got her in the hot tub again to help relax. My mom totally took control of the situation. I was best I could be, but my mom's done this probably 7 times, her sisters and whatnot. And so anyways, it was pretty enjoyable experience. I want to say, 7 o'clock, so 6:37, Amanda ended up getting the epidural because she could not handle it anymore. At first she said, I'm doing this all natural. I'm not gonna, I don't need no medicine. Anyways, it got so bad, she needs the shot. They did the epidural, and I want to say within not even 20 minutes, the contractions were getting so close. It was getting to be time, and it didn't take long. The epidural, you're supposed to like have a certain amount of time, whatever it needs to kick in. Anyways, it only kicked in on the left side of her body. So she just had feeling on the right, not the left. So she pretty much went through that whole process getting that girl for nothing. She ended up feeling most of it. I remember the doctor walking in, and I want to say it was probably about 8 o'clock, and checked her, and she said she was dilated about 8 or 9. She's like, okay, this will be about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be back in, and we can get ready. And not even the doctor walks out. 2 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden, man, just screams. She's like, I need to push. And I'm like, no, you don't. Doctor didn't say not yet. Anyways, the nurse came in, checked her, and sure enough, baby was ready to come out. So the doctor, I remember standing there. I'm sitting in a little corner by myself, watching. They're rushing around the room, getting all this stuff set up. The doctor comes busting in through the door, throws her scrubs on as fast as possibly can. Amanda's like yelling and saying, I need to push. This was a lot for me. I can't even explain what I was going through at that time. It was crazy. Anyways, we get up, we get Amanda situated, and I remember the nurse grabbing one of her legs, and they told me to grab the other. And I did, so Amanda starts pushing, and I remember seeing Maddie's head for the first time, and I looked at my mom, and I was like, I'm going to pass out. Like, I literally thought I was going to pass out. My knees felt like they were going to just give out. My legs felt like spaghetti. My stomach dropped to the floor. Anyways, I luckily made it through there. And I remember Maddie coming out for the first time and hearing her cry, and I just instantly, tears fell to the floor. My mom says I pretty much created a lake beneath me, but it was pretty awesome. Amanda, they threw Maddie onto Amanda and cleaned her up a little bit, and I remember, they're taking her to get weighed in. She was 5 pounds, 11 ounces, and they took her over to the warmer. And the best part about this is the reason why I will never forget what happened, was Maddie was laying there in the warmer, and I remember leaning down to her, and I put my hand into her fingers, and she grasped my fingers just tight, like her little fingers, like she was so tiny. I wanted her to go back in, honestly. But yeah, she was so tiny, and she grabbed so tight, and I looked at her like she was whining, and we locked eyes. And just in that moment, it was just, she was quiet. It was like we had this little connection. It was the best feeling in the world, and you never realize how much love you can have for someone until you have a child. And I honestly feel like that's one of the most precious gifts you can have in life. So yeah, that's right now. My daughter's 3. She's still no diva. She's still my princess. But like I said, that I'll never forget that day, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thanks for listening.